our dungeon master. Come up and set your dungeon troves up.
Spencer, everybody, our dungeon master extraordinaire. And for those of you just tuning in, we have a dungeon master who's bearded, ponytailed, and got a bag full of dice. And this is the ongoing saga and the campaign of Sharpie Butts-a-Lot, Cork, and Greg made a late entry as a unicorn character last time.
Yeah. Tylenol with codeine.
All right, Greg, what do you think happens after you die?
You mean in this game?
No.
Oh. So I was going to say Spencer writes it down on a piece of paper and then it's logged forever in the annals of Dungeons & Dragons. After we die, I haven't the slightest notion. I hope that it's a fantasy world of what you wanted in your life. If there's any justice, and I know this is going to sound wildly sentimental to this crowd of youngsters, but I want to be with my wife after I die.
Me too.
High five heard around the world.
I hope it's fun after we die. I hope it's not a terrible, like in the sci-fi movies where you wander through a universe where clocks fly by and then there's an odd random duck and then a book and then a dude in 18th century with a wig on comes by and you're like, was that Coleridge? And you're like, what the fuck was that? That to me seems kind of tedious. I don't like the purgatory limbo thing.
No one wants to do that forever.
Right.
That's the 7th time I've seen Taft.
Right. What?
Not noteworthy. Not deserving of my time tunnel.
Right. Does Taft have an eternal home, or what the fuck? He just wanders?
Am I supposed to save him? Am I supposed to talk him into eating less?
Right. It's past the fact. I like the Elysian Fields, Greek mythology part where it's just, eternal rivers and fruit and whatnot. And I would like there to be a big bag of weed that just never goes down. You reach into it and like, fuck, it's still the same level. Instead of that disappointing, oh fuck, I'm down to the last one.
I wonder if animals, there's got to be an animal that thinks while it's dying, oh shit, I'm dying. We think that that's the big difference.
I think elephants, right?
Well, it seems.
Don't they seem to mourn
be that way?
Well, at least they mourn each other after
they mourn
they're
each
gone.
other, but that might not. That might be. That's not evidence of anything. That's how we express the fact that we think about the fact that we're dying. We bury each other. And what's odd is that Neanderthals buried each other, which we are not Neanderthals. We're not descendants of them. We're cousins of them. The same way we were of chimps and gorillas and stuff.
Didn't we kill the Neanderthals?
Yeah, we hunted them to extinction.
Yeah.
Whatever
Quite
we
right.
are.
Look at us, Homo sapiens.
That's why I didn't understand that fucking ABC show. It made no goddamn sense. I kept making Neanderthal puns and Cro-Magnon puns, and it was like, make up your mind. We're human beings. We descended from. All right.
Also,
obviously, I haven't found my crowd.
See, my beef with cavemen was that they had a lot of makeup and teeth in, and they couldn't enunciate. a lot of lisping and slurring.
My beef was that they shot it single camera, but it mainly took place around a kitchenette and their places of work. They really should have just made it a multi-camera sitcom.
Did anybody see the pilot of Cavemen that wasn't the one they aired, but the one they got it picked up that was just flagrantly racist?
They were not racist, just too racial.
Yeah, but I don't
think it was racist.
Cavemen have big dicks and dance really well.
Well,
it was pretty on the nose.
It was,
and they're often named stuff like AJ and Scuttlebutt and whatnot. I get what you're saying, bro.
The industry grapevine says that focus groups were uncomfortable with the amount of racial allegory, which, having seen it, I agree. Now that could mean two things: that people think it's racist, or that people thought it was hack to keep going to that well. And I did think, having watched the pilot, I was like, we get it!
What happens in the afterworld?
Yeah, exactly. How did we get on?
No, I'm asking you.
Right.
What do you think, Dan?
This is my biggest fear.
Prince said you can always see the sun. Day, and night.
I take Proops' answer, who cares, who knows, who we don't know. But the thing that terrifies me is something that that my original dungeon master, Graham, said at one point. When we were in high school, he said, well, when you die, your awareness gets bisected moment by moment, and you become... the moment before your death, as you approach it, it gets increasingly small. And if you cut a number of that measures time in half you can cut it in half an infinite number of times, which means that the moment you die, you may have the last thought that you ever had forever, according to you. That bummed me out. Like I was 17 when I heard that.
It bummed me out, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I was like, God forbid you be eating a graham cracker and a bus hit you, and now for the next 550 million years, you're like, good graham cracker. That's hell. That's hell.
Here comes President Taft. He's eating a whole box of graham crackers.
You want to go out like Michael Keaton in My Life, like that movie where
150 years ago, people died a lot younger. Death was a part of reality. People faced death. It was a thing. You could die young. You could die
and people are mainly like, don't fuck my wife. And that's how they mostly went out, I think.
What?